What's going on, everybody? It's Reidboyy on Twitch, first person in the world to get the Interstellar camo, and as that person, I am bringing you the ultimate camo guide for any and all camo challenges in Modern Warfare 3. Now what? All right. So we got this handy dandy little spreadsheet right here. I did not use this during the camo grind. The only thing I used on my thermometer, because I was trying to get everything done as fast as possible, was this little notepad with just a list. I just had a list of all the guns and their specific challenges. Somebody made this. Somebody on Twitter made this. So I just grabbed this real quick, and this is all I used. There are spreadsheets floating around for anybody out there who wants to use like something nicer, fancier, way more quality. I've got this one that we found, just color coded to explain the challenges. I kind of color coded some of it, not all of it. Explain some of these challenges to people. First thing to start off with is the guns, the worst guns in the game. So we've got your worst guns in the game. These are going to be the guns that you want to use your double weapon XP on, I feel. These are the guns that you want to prioritize leveling up, and again, using your double XP to spend as much little time as possible using some of these really bad guns. Sidewinder is definitely the worst actual gun in the game. That thing sucks. It's just really not good. Overall, the worst weapon to use was the RGL, but I was able to get this thing max level in one game using a simple, easy trick that I'll explain to you later. You only need to get the RGL to level 4 before you have the camo challenge unlocked for it, so that was really easy. I was able to do that again in one game, level 4, and then you get your 25 kills challenge unlocked. Go straight to hardcore. This thing is not lethal at all in core. Go straight to hardcore. Go be a menace with a noob tube in hardcore for a little bit before you get that done. Get 10 kills by hitting enemies, enemy with a direct impact with this thing. I did that in war. You can do that in core. You do not need to go to hardcore to play that. I actually did some of those in hardcore just because I was still getting kills and I didn't back out of the game yet. It's when we get to the harder challenges that we can explain it a little bit more. So the guns I definitely recommend you use your double weapon XP on in each category. I would say the SVA I feel is the worst assault rifle. Holger's good, MCW is good, DG58 I think is the best gun in the game, FR556 is good, MTZ is alright, but I think the SVA is definitely the worst. I would consider it to be a bad gun compared to everything else in the game. Sidewinder, again, worst gun in the game. I think the Striker is the worst SMG out of all of them. WSP9 is kind of but the Striker I think is just absolutely the worst. Riveter, hands down the worst shotgun. The other two are good. Riveter's kind of buns. DG58, worst LMG. That'd be something to use your double XP on. I think the marksman rifle is the MCW. I should change that to orange. The MCW is hands down the worst marksman rifle. The other three are good. The DM56 is kind of like an FAL. You fire it, semi-auto, you shoot it fast. The other two, they can one-tap to the head, but they shoot way slower. But if you get a one-shot headshot, it's worth it. All the sniper rifles kind of have their own. They kind of have their own characteristics. The AMR, slow, very slow, but you're not going to get hit markers with it. The longbow, the exact opposite, very fast. You're going to get a lot of hit markers with it, but you can shoot really, really fast with it. And you can also have so much ammo. So if you're going to hit clips, if you're going to run around quick scoping, hitting sniping clips, if you get good with this thing, it's good. That's why I wouldn't say it's like the worst gun necessarily. If you can get good and aim in the upper body, head, neck area, this thing can hit you some crazy, insane clips like I've hit.
Behind the box.
And then the inhibitor is kind of like a middle ground. It's like, it's not as slow as the AMR, and it's not as strong as the AMR, but it's not as fast as the longbow, and it's not as weak as a longbow. Like a nice little middle ground. You can get some more consistent one-shots without being as slow as the AMR. And then the pistols, Core 45, that's just your regular default normal pistol. That thing's okay, pretty good. This thing can one-shot kill. The TYR Magnum pistol can one-shot kill. You can also put snake shots on it. You can also put akimbo snake shots on it. Those are all good. So I would say that thing's pretty good. Again, the one-shot kill ability kind of bumps this one up a little bit. And the Stinger, I would say that's probably one of the better pistols, better secondaries. That thing can fry, delete, insta-kill people. So the Renetti's kind of... The Renetti, for me, would take 2 full bursts, sometimes even 3, of what I felt like me hitting every bullet to kill people. So I would say that's probably the worst secondary, or worst pistol, because this thing exists. Worst pistol in the game, so I would probably use some double XP on that thing. The RGL 80, hands down the hardest gun in the game across the board. I think all of its challenges, all of its mastery camo challenges were the most difficult challenges in the entire game. Very, very not good. Very, very not fun. Melee weapons, if you use them right, and in the right part of the map, the melee weapons are not that bad. Again, don't force it. I would definitely recommend you don't force it. If you're playing regular 6v6 multiplayer, don't run around with the melee weapons on Wasteland or on like Underpass, like a big map. Don't do those on a big map. Just pick and choose and use the melee weapons on the right parts, on the right maps. Or you can be like me, instead of playing regular 6v6 multiplayer, you can do what I do. It's a perfect segue into our next section. You do what I did for the entire camo grind. I did 75 hours, and I think about 5 hours was spent in hardcore, 8 hours of sleep. The other 60 plus hours was all spent on this one map, because War only has one map. That's how much fun I had, is that I still only played this one map the entire time and was not bored of it. This is Operation Spearhead, as you can see in the on screen in the top left. This is Operation Spearhead right here. This is the greatest map in the game. How the war mode works is there's 3 different missions in it. There's 3 different game modes all built into one. These are longer games. There's 2 halves. You get to both attack the entire game and you get to defend in the second half. They can go up to like 15-minute long halves, 30-minute long games. So these are some longer commitments. But again, this is all I played for the entire grind, to level up my guns and to do any challenge that didn't require me to go hardcore. I did not once, since this game play out, touch regular core 6v6 multiplayer. All I did was play hardcore. It's fun, and it was effective at getting your camos done and leveling up your guns. I will say, I do not know if this was the absolute fastest way to level up. I do not have any idea if this is the fastest way to level up guns in the game. A lot of people were telling me it's faster in zombies. There's some zombies methods you can go. You call in the exfil, don't actually get on it, just kill the zombies. That's the fastest way to level up your guns. That sounds really boring. That does not personally sound like something I want to do. I would much rather play multiplayer and kill people and have fun. That sounds like a way more friendly strat if you are, you know, below average skill, not very good at getting a lot of kills to level up your guns. I would definitely recommend something like that. But again, my main goal was not necessarily, even though I did get it done really, really fast, first in the world, my goal was to just have fun and get it done fast. My main goal was to just have fun. My main goal was just have fun the entire time, and I think this mode is fantastic. For anyone who doesn't know what war is, war was a thing back in COD World War II. That was when it was first brought into Call of Duty. It was a mode back in older CODs, but this type of war gameplay, just like it is in this game, was a thing in World War II. That was so much fun. It was fantastic. So months ago, ever since I first heard war was coming back to COD, I was stupid hyped for it. I was gassing it up. I was telling everybody, as long as they do it right, as long as they don't mess it up, if they just do it just like MW2 or just like World War II, it's going to be amazing. So I'm so hyped. I'm so excited for it to come back. I hope they do it good. Somehow, some way, all they had to do was copy paste it. All they had to do was copy World War II, good map, paste it into MW3. Somehow they made it better. Somehow it just feels more fun, more enjoyable, more fast-paced. I think the main thing they did was they brought the spawns on both sides a little bit closer, so it's just in general more fast-paced. There's a lot less time that you spend running and not fighting people, running to get to the action. You spend a lot more time just constantly shooting, engaging. Time to engagements is way quicker in this, and I think that is fantastic. I think that makes it just a lot of fun. One thing I will say is war back in World War II, the one really good benefit that it had to it was that your stats did not count. None of your stats in war in World War II counted at all. If you died 100 times and didn't get a single kill, your KD and your combat record did not change. The only thing a lot of people played war for, the only thing they cared about was winning. They just wanted to win the game. So they would take their body and just throw it on the objective over and over and over. And people, granted, still do that a kind of decent amount in this game. A lot of people still don't care about KD, as you shouldn't. It's 2023. KD doesn't matter. So a lot of people just throw their body at the objective just to get the win, or just to keep, like we would do, just to keep the game going. The game, you just want to keep the game going over and over and over. So I think that's fantastic. That's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. This game, your stats do count. This game, your stats 100% do count. So keep that in. Don't keep that in mind. Stats don't matter. But that is a thing. Yeah, how the war mode works. So you spawn in. Whether you spawn in on offense spawns over here, defense spawns over here. You kind of got 2 different objectives. They're kind of like control points. You got, you know, A and B. A, B, I don't know which one's which. You got 2. I played this for 60 hours. I don't know which one's A, which one's B. You've got 2 different objectives, and whichever one you capture kind of influences the side on which the other team spawns. You cap A or left. You cap left objective, they're gonna be more heavily influenced to spawn on the right side. So we found it more enjoyable to cap the right one. It would heavily influence them to be spawn stuck in this corner. They come out this way in this tight narrow doorway, they're dead. They come out this way in this tight narrow alley, they're dead. Very, very easy to spawn trap. Yeah, you capture these 2 objectives, then that lets you move on to the next part, the tank part, the escort or safeguard part of the map. Oh, fun fact, this part, the control part is also Candor Hideout. This was a map in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 19. This was a DLC map. They also have these little safety zones. They have these safety zones in war. You cannot run back this far into the enemy team spawn. They spawn right there in that corner. They spawn back there in that corner. You can't really see them spawn. You cannot get eyes on them spawning, so it's always safe. But you can, one thing you would see me do a lot, run in, shoot them real quick, run back out. You can also build walls. Out to Fortnite, bro. Fortnite inspired Call of Duty to do this. You can build things. You can also blow them up. You can also blow them up. And then you can also build head glitches. You can also not blow these up. These are stuck. Once they're built, they're built. Once you capture all objectives, it'll put a little timer. You get the other team will have 20 seconds to run back from this point to hit the hot retreat. Then you move on over into this map, this part of the map. The tank drops in from the sky. They've got a few AI. They've got a few AI randomly scattered around. If you don't want to deal with them, there's like 4. If you don't want to deal with them, the tank will for you. Nobody gets inside the tank. That's just automatically controlled. It moves. I've got it set to move faster. It moves a little bit faster than normal right now. But the tank moves on its own in a straight path every time. This map, does this look familiar to anybody? This is Crossroads. Crossroads from COD 4. So you get to escort the tank as long as you're sitting next to it or on top in the turret seat where you can be shot out of. You escort the tank down this path in a straight line. The AIs, they don't really hurt. They're not really that big of a deal. They just, one thing they give you is extra, it's not gonna pop up in a private match, but they give you extra XP. That's like, that is worth 1 kill. So if you want to kill the AI for that extra 1 kill worth of XP, I recommend it. One guy spawns in that window. One guy spawns up top there, but the tank will kill him if you don't deal with it. One guy spawns up there, and then one guy spawns up there. Oh, another thing you can do on both offense and defense, you can do this. We would do this to prolong games, but you can do this on defense to slow down the enemy team from pushing. You can build little barricades to slow down the tank. You can build little barricades to slow down the tank. You can also destroy them. Both teams can build them. Both teams can destroy them. The tank will not do this. You have to run up to this thing and plant this C4 to destroy it. One super easy tip and trick right here. The biggest trick I'm going to give you. Guns that are not good. If you are using a gun that is not good and you want to level up as fast as possible, rather than torturing yourself by leveling up the Sidewinder or a sniper and you're terrible at sniping, or the RGL grenade launcher. It took me 1 game to level this up. If you get in the tank, roll the clip. Now that I've leveled up all my guns completely and shit, and I don't really have to worry about this anymore, I can tell everybody out there, yes, this is the easiest way to get your shitty booty ass guns. I'm looking at the longbow sniper, bolt action snipers in general, pistols, shotguns. Easiest way to level them up, this motherfucker. You get in this, whatever gun you got in it with, in your hands, those count. I hop out of this tank right now as he does his own thing. If I hop out of the tank right now, I switch to my RGL grenade launcher that's level 1. Got my double XP pop that you can pop in-game. I hop in the tank and I get kills with the turret. That counts as gun XP. And not only that, it counts as double XP because you are playing the objective. You are escorting the tank. And that counts as double XP. So you're getting quadruple XP for 1 kill if you get a kill with the tank turret gunner thing with a booty cheeks gun in your hand. So that was kind of my secret. That was my big tip and secret to leveling up guns super fast during the grind. Anything that wasn't good, that would normally take you forever to level up, because getting kills with that gun sucks. Whether it be these pistols, whether it be the Sidewinder, worst gun in the game, a bad assault rifle, the shotguns, a sniper rifle, even like the Cat AMR. It's not bad, but it just takes forever to level up because it's so slow. You get in this turret gunner, you're getting 400 XP for 1 kill. That makes things go by a lot faster. Also, this part of the map segues once you get done with the escort and safeguard, you know, guide the tank part of the map. You segue into, you don't really spend too much time here. Once you burst through these gates, the tank is very rarely ever in this very short little strip. Once you burst through the gates, this part's pretty much over. But this is Countdown from COD 4. You spend, again, very little time here. And then you jump down into one of the 3 missile silos. You could jump into that one. I don't know why the objective doesn't say to right now. Most people are just going to jump right into the closest one. Hop in down here. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, bada bow. Coming in. Usually, the other team, by the way, when you jump in here, the other team is set up. The line of no crossing is right here. Yes, the line for no crossing is right here. So the team on defense cannot go this far. The team on offense spawns like right there. They spawn like right there behind that truck. So they spawn slightly out of sight, but not much. And then when you kill them, if they just skip their kill cam, they spawn in instantly. So there's a lot of fast-paced action that goes on right here. Again, this team is going to almost always be set up by the time you get down there, so be ready for that. But this team on defense kills a guy in there, he spawns in faster up here than he would if he just ran all the way. So just keep that in mind. Again, it's just war, bro. This constant, fast-paced, a lot of hectic action. This part of the map is something from a raid or something like that. I'm not too sure. I'm not familiar with the layout of any of this. So this is where you spawn when you die. Just right here, right behind these trucks. You're gonna die a lot off spawn. It's just gonna happen, but it's whatever. Again, your stats do count, but they don't matter. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you got a 1.1 KD instead of a 1.3 KD. Unless your stats are really, really good and you have a 3+ KD, where you're probably not watching this video in the first place. Or your stats are really, really bad, where you have like a 0.2 or a 0.3 KD, in which case your friends might make fun of you, but that's it. It doesn't matter, bro. It's 2023. Your stats in a video game are not that important. I promise you, they don't matter. If you die, that was one thought process I had this entire video, bro. If you die, especially if you die off spawn, if you die 1 second after spawning, you wasted 1 second of your time. That's it. Nothing else. Play fast pace. How did Reidboyy on Twitch get everything done so fast? I never stopped moving, bro. I was constantly running around the map getting kills. I was constantly moving. Spawn, W. Spawn, W. Not a controller, but W key. Spawn, push, push, push. If I died right away off spawn, I spawned up, push the same guy over and over. Just keep going. Keep going fast pace. How do you level up guns so fast? How do you get everything done so quickly? Just play quickly. Play very, very fast pace is what I did. Obviously, you know, that my skill level helps a lot with that. Being at a lower skill level is going to make that a little bit harder to do. Me being able to win a majority of the gunfights has some effect in that. But in general, you playing more fast pace is going to make you better at the game, and it's going to get things done faster for you. But yeah, the last part of the war mode. The last part of the war mode and how it works is you've got these little upload things. You got to run up to the computer. Got to run up to the computer. Hold it. Normally it takes about 3 seconds, and normally you have to defend it for about 30 seconds, but I got to change for a private match. Bada bing, bada boom. You do that, you defend it, they have to come in and just hold square on it and cancel the upload. Super easy. When you do one, it sets off this really, really cool alarm in your ear for the remainder of the game. That's really awesome. We're just going to go ahead and do that. Another point here, when you're on offense, they spawn in this back room. This is the no cross line. You cannot go past this point. So they spawn very safely in there, but they can either go out that exit where you can see it or that exit. So all it takes is 2 players to keep them trapped in their spawn, and they can't really do much. But again, they just keep spawning. They just keep spawning. So stats don't matter, and they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Everybody wins, bro. They break out of the spawn trap eventually, and they get to run around and keep killing people. You get to get a lot of kills. Everybody wins. Just play fast pace. Don't hide in your spawn. Don't care about your KD. Don't camp. Don't play slow. Just W. Fast pace. Really, really good. Here's another line of no crossing. There's another line of no crossing. And here are the other 2 lines of no crossing there. And again, this is there. Another thing, I feel like a lot of people did not figure this one out as quickly as I thought they would. A lot of the times when we were on defense, I'd be surprised at the enemy teams struggle to get into this part of the map. They would really struggle because they have a nice narrow hallway that they have to run down, or a very narrow doorway that they have to run out of where we can see it from multiple different places. A lot of people don't know that from both sides, you can blow up this wall. A lot of people were not aware of that. Yes, you can blow up this wall very, very easily. And then that allows you another lane of entrance. Rather than having 1, 2, 3, 4, that opens up the 5th lane to get in, which makes it a lot easier to break in, a lot harder for the other team to defend, a lot easier for you to hit flanks. Once you upload this final objective, you got to defend it for a couple seconds. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, you win the game. That's all there is to it. Defense is obviously trying to stop you. And you get this neat little cutscene. Boom, we blew up the missile. We stopped the war. We saved the world. Woo! Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, Reidboyy on Twitch. So good. Now is a fantastic moment to pause and remind everybody, if you are not yet subscribed to this video, to make sure that you do so for the top tier, best of the best MW3 Call of Duty content. And moving forward, Warzone 2.0 Chapter 2, Warzone 3 content moving forward when that drops. So make sure you're subscribed. Don't forget to drop a like. Follow me on all other socials as well. Those will all be linked in the description. There's also, if the timer does run out, there are a couple of seconds left, no matter what, that the enemy team can use to extend it. This bar, you need to have the timer run out, and this bar at the top of the screen needs to run out all the way. You can take advantage of this and prolong a game big time, especially if you are in a full party. You can just keep, juggling this hill, let the timer run. This can extend the game so much. This is how we managed to drop my PR game of 293 kills in one game. We found a super cheesy and easy way to keep the tank game going for almost an unlimited amount of time if you are able to get in a full party and use this to your advantage. Okay, so the one big trick, the one big thing that I did is I was doing multiple guns all at the same time. One thing I do not recommend, if you want to be as efficient and effective as possible, do not just use one gun, only use one gun, level it up until you're max. Don't do that. That is not the right way to do things. That's what a lot of people are doing. Do not recommend. Use guns where they're good is kind of like the simple way I'd put this. Use a gun in its effective way. This map has 3 different areas. It's got 3 different parts. It's got the Candor hideout, stage 1, part 1. It's got the Crossroads, whatever this is called, the Crossroads part of the map, tank part, stage 2. And then it's got the upload underground part, stage 3. Each part is better for different guns. This part right here is the first part is very just friendly for everything. You can use anything here, it's okay with whatever gun. This would be my more AR battle rifle part. This would be where I use more ARs and battle rifles. Kind of shotguns too if you stuck to certain parts of the map, but ARs and shotguns were definitely ARs and battle rifles were very easy. LMGs too were very easy to use here. You got more open lanes, more open, longer parts of the map. Then you make it to the safeguard part, the escort part, the tank part. This is very long range friendly. This is a very long range friendly part of the map. This is where I was using sniper rifles. This is where I was using marksman rifles, even LMGs as well. Some battle rifles too, because those are good longer ranges. So what I would do is I would use one class at the start of the game. I would use one class at the start of the game here. Then once we made it to the tank part, first thing I would do when I was on offense, I would switch to the worst gun I had to level up. Whatever the worst gun I was trying to level up was, shotgun, sniper, pistol, whatever. Switch to that gun, pull that gun out, get in the tank. Get in the tank, get as much kills in the tank as I could. That's 400 XP with double XP pop right there. I escorted the tank all the way, so it got things done pretty quickly as well. Yeah, that was the main thing, get as many kills as possible. When I was on defense, snipers would go absolutely insane. Marksman rifles too. Snipers, marksman rifles, LMGs are long-range friendly guns, would go absolutely insane. on this part of the game. This corner right here goes absolutely crazy. This is like a super heady that you can build. You can build a head glitch right here and stare. And once they get the tank up to like this certain part, they only spawn in this corner. They have to cross the wide open street to get anywhere. So this is a super, super heavy, like god tier corner that I've spent a lot of time in once I figured it out. This part of the map is very, 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 very sniper friendly. If you know, you know. This part of the map is very LMG friendly. Haha. Run the clip.
God, fucking nade in the forehead.
Don't miss it.
I got a few of them. I reload those. So this part of the map is very LMG friendly. And then you spend very little time again on this part of the map. And then once you go into the underground section of the map is very, very, very SMG, shotgun, and knife, close quarters, close range friendly. So what I would do each game, throughout the course of a single game, I would be working on 3 guns at the same time, minimum. And if I finished a gun, I would switch to another gun. So I had at least 6 classes ready to go ready to go before every single game. I had, you know, my AR battle rifle class that I was using here, leveling up. And if I hit max level on that, I had my secondary AR battle rifle that I was ready to go to if I maxed that out. I had 2 snipers ready to go for this, 2 different sniper marksman rifle classes, and then I had 2 different SMG sniper or shotgun or knife classes ready to go for the underground part of the map. So I had a bunch of different things ready to go to maximize the effectiveness and efficiency, so I wasn't wasting my time. Trying to run around with a knife, for example, if you were trying to run around with a knife and just level up the knife all straight in one game, if you tried doing that on this part of the map, this corner, you would be torturing yourself. That'd be a terrible idea. You should not do that. So I strongly recommend for you to, you know, use the guns where they're effective on certain parts of the map. Yeah, so I did marksman rifles here. The thing about pistols, so I did marksman rifles again in the middle part of the map. Pistols, the one thing about pistols is I do this every year, every kind of camo grind. I run around with pistols on my class as like a secondary. I will use pistols as a pistol, and because pistols are generally a little bit worse than all of your other regular guns, unless I'm using a bad gun, I would run around with a pistol as a secondary. And if I ever had a point where I was like behind somebody, if I got to be hitting a flank and I had an absolutely free kill, rather than taking my free kill with my MCW or, you know, my gun that's really good, any SMG, rather than using it with my SMG, I would switch to my pistol real quick, get the free kill with the pistol, because I know pistol kills are not as easy to come by as SMGs. Pistols don't really win gunfights as much compared to SMGs. Probably one of the biggest, most helpful tips I can give you: wall bang, bullet penetration kills. LMGs, this motherfucking sniper. The easiest way to get this done. Some people have said you can do spots on high rise or scrapyard. I think that's great, fantastic W. I don't think it's that easy to just go search for a map. If you want to play regular 6v6, if you want to just go play regular 6v6 and, you know, use some guns whenever, and then use the bullet penetration, the LMG or the sniper, use that when scrapyard or high rise pops up. People say you can shoot through fences. So there's a fence by the big hangar by B domination objective. You can wallbang that counts, and you can see perfectly through the fence. People are saying you can wallbang that fence or high rise. Any of the fences on high rise are supposedly wallbangable. You can shoot through them and they count. Those are fine. I personally, especially while going for the grind, didn't want to go play regular 66 and have to lobby shop for certain maps. I didn't want to have to keep backing out if I wasn't getting the good maps, but I wanted to get these challenges done, and I didn't want to waste time playing 66 on other maps. So what I did, I kept playing War. Shout out to Stellar Moves. Shout out to Stellar Moves. He is the one who showed me this spot. He actually showed me something useful other than the other way around. So make sure you drop him a follow. His link to his whatever will be in the description of the video. He's the one that showed me this absolutely fire W spot right here on the first part of the War map. These trucks are your best friend. Bang, bang. You are on defense. And more specifically, if you let them take the Bravo objective, the right, whatever side this is, you let them take this one, it influences the spawns and makes it way more heavy for them to spawn over here. Make sure if you're playing with your friends or something, nobody's over there. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it. That's your friend. Bonus points if you're on PC and a loser and a nerd. You play video games on a computer for some reason. I don't know how it works. Again, I'm on a PS5. You can turn off whatever these are. whatever this is in your settings, you can turn off bullet impact. I don't know. Stellar did this. I don't know how it works, but right here, just you shoot through this. You shoot through this glass. This counts. You can shoot through this back glass as well. Way harder. Way harder to be able to see through this. You just see a little black shadow, but it still works. Especially useful for the sniper, because the sniper should majority of the time one-shot them. As you can see, it goes right through that. This is where I got my wall bangs as soon as I figured it out. This is the absolute W, most insane spot right here. Easiest way to get wall bangs done. Just a couple, two wall bangs a life. You only need 15. Give you a few games. This will be done in no time. So again, and you can use this truck too, I think. Yeah, you can use this truck. That is the other, if you're on offense, that's the other team spawn. I didn't even try this one. I didn't try this one once. I got all of mine done with that one alone. Again, it was very easy once I figured this out. I was almost done with all wall bangs once I learned that. Yeah, you can use both trucks both ways. This one, absolutely nowhere near as useful. And again, once you start shooting, if you're on console, it gets a little bit harder to see, especially if you are busting out like an LMG. Yeah, as you can see, as you start using an LMG, it gets a little bit harder. This truck is not really anywhere near as useful. Once you start shooting, you can't see. So you could try jump, live ping, shoot the live ping. That's really the only way that's really gonna be any type of useful if you're not using the sniper. But again, this window right here, this is all you need. This is all you need. This is the absolute most goated spot in the game. You can even look over here if you really want. But that right there, this line of sight, all you need. The number one best piece of advice tip I got for you for the grenade launcher, to go for grenade launcher, forged camo, destroy 25 enemy equipment, is good luck. Good luck. I believe in you. That's about all I got. There's no easy way to get this done, boss. I don't know what to tell you guys. There's no easy way. I spent 16 hours. It took me 16 hours on this counter of running around using other guns with a grenade launcher on my back. I ran around with this grenade launcher. For anybody who missed it, I ran around for 16 hours. Engineer vest. And so I was running 3 decoy grenades for that. And just looking for claymores, hunting for claymores, prox mines. Okay, for anybody who doesn't know, the RGL forged camo, how it works, you need to destroy 25 enemy equipment. That's what the camo is. That's what the challenge is. That's what it says to do. 25 enemy equipment. You go and you look at your created class, okay? Field upgrades. All of these field upgrades, none of those count. None of those count as equipment. All of these tactical grenades, scatter mines, really the only one. Or what I thought I was 1,000 IQ. I destroyed 20 decoy grenades before I realized none of those are counting, because you can see the little white light flashing on the ground. Destroyed those. That didn't count. Scatter mines. That didn't count. None of these tactical grenades count. I thought I was 1,000 IQ with this one. Somebody throws a breacher drone. It flies nice and slowly. If you can get super lucky and destroy that, that didn't count either. So apparently the only thing that counts as enemy equipment, I do not know if this is intended or not intended. I don't know if this is a bug or whatever. Proximity mines, which you have to do a daily challenge to unlock. People have to try to unlock proximity mines. They have to go out of their way, choose prox mines over something else, or claymores. As of right now, at this stage in the game, while everybody's trying to figure out stuff, unlock guns, unlock a lot of stuff, nobody's using any of these. So good luck. Good luck. You just gotta, again, it took me 16 hours. Of my 25 claymores and proximity mines I destroyed, I was able to do, in 3 games, I got 20 of them. Because I found a guy running claymores, and I stopped killing. I essentially stopped killing for that entire game. I spent the rest of the game doing nothing but running to their side of the map, trying to find where he's putting his claymores down, because he was using them in his spawn somewhere. So I would run around. One guy had them. One guy, I destroyed a couple in one game. One guy was using them in this room. So what did I do? Every single time I spawned up, actually 2 different times, 2 different games. Of those 3 games, 2 of them, people were using them in this like part of the map. So so both those games, what I do, I spent the entire game running to this building. And what I would do is whatever, either on the defense side, one room, on the other side, he was putting them outside. I would sit there and I would wait. I sat there and I waited behind this door, staring at this wall, waiting for the red claymore to pop up, because he kept putting them in the same spot every time. So I would just sit there and wait and wait. I had my munis. I had 6 grenade launchers. The second I saw that claymore go down, I blew it up. Then yeah, you don't necessarily have to do this. Then I pushed out and I made sure I killed him. That way he would die, get another claymore. So I would do that over and over. That's how I got like 6 or 7 done in one game. Same thing applied to this room. The guy kept putting him down in there. I just sat outside the room, waited for him to put them down, and blew him up. The other way I tried was right here on this part of the map. Some guy, we were on offense with the tank. I noticed a guy kept putting them down right here on the bus. He put his muni down right here, put his claymores down right there. So what did I do? One time I went and I flanked all the way around. I flanked all the way around into their building up here. Flanked all the way around and I hid. I hid right here. Didn't shoot anybody. Did not peek. I sat here and I stared right there, waiting for the little red claymore. Again, if you rock the engineer vest, spot enemy and equipment, field upgrades, and kill streaks through walls. Huge. You want this. You want this vest on big time. On top of the fact that I was already running this vest anyways, because it gives you an extra tactical equipment. I was running 3 decoy grenades to get that little slight bit of extra weapon XP. I sat here and I waited and I waited, and when I saw the red claymore go down, pop up, boop, one shot. If I saw him standing there because I knew his name, I figured out whose name it was that was running the claymores. I would kill him. If his teammates weren't there, or if his teammates were there with him, I would run right back to my corner, hide, wait, defend this. I was camping, bro. I was camping hard. I don't care. This challenge is the hardest challenge in the game, is grenade launcher equipment destroy. Again, 16 hours of trying to get this thing done was what it took. So I sat here, waited, played defense. Eventually, one guy kept trying to come up here and kill me. After about 20 seconds or so, I figured he'd respawn. I'd go look for the claymores. Boop. Same thing, right back to defense. They can't come all the way around this bus and shoot me without exposing their whole back to my team. So there was essentially no way for me to die as long as I didn't overpeak and just boop, claymore, back to hiding. So it's kind of that same process. When you notice that somebody on the other team is running claymores, if we have that clip, by the way, Kangas, if you can find the clip of the game, I don't know if I saved that or not, of me destroying all those claymores. I feel like I did, but I don't remember. If you find somebody in your lobby, very, very rare to find this in the first place. If you find somebody who is running claymores and putting them down, running prox mines and putting them down, make that your only goal for the rest of that entire game, entire lobby. Find his claymores, blow his claymores up. This was a hard challenge. This is a hard challenge. It's going to take you a long time to do. I even got to the point where I didn't want to run around with the launcher on my back, so I ran around with other guns with the engineer vest on, and anytime I noticed a claymore, I would instantly switch to my grenade launcher. I would die. If I saw him put a claymore down in my face, I would let him kill me, switch to my grenade launcher, and book it straight to that exact spot of the map. Another long shot spot, if you didn't get all your long shot spots done earlier on the earlier spot we showed, another spot that I used a decent amount that worked. I found this one before I found the truck. This spot right here is goated. If you want to crouch right here, now this takes a little bit to be able to do it, but this is a corner that a lot of the time they slowly peek around because there's a lot for them to look at. And if you sit right there, you're kind of safe. You're kind of safely hidden because of this. They can only see a little bit of you. And if you just stare at this right here and just move, the second they peek, move left and shoot. Move left and shoot. So you pre-aim this, move left and shoot, or make the adjustment as needed. Same thing with that spot. Same thing with that. The tank comes right along this path. You can do the same thing if they get in the gunner seat, any of this. And then the same thing applies to this little super safe and tiny crack right here. If you're sitting right here, as long as the tank doesn't push all the way up and bust the gate through, you're almost never going to die. So you can just sit here and farm the wall bangs. You can't see too much through there, but that's a corner that they peek around a lot. And then this around the bus is another spot that they peek around a lot. Bang, wall bang, bang, wall bang, bang, wall bang. I got a decent chunk, especially with a sniper. You can do this with the LMGs too, but especially with a sniper, this is very, very easy to get your wall bangs done right here. So we got this nice little spreadsheet created by Holy Shepherd. Is that Holy Shepherd on Twitter? I didn't actually use this during the grind. This is more so just for this video. Absolute W right here. I color coded it. Yellow is the guns. Red is hard. Red is definitely hard stuff. Orange, I don't think is too difficult, but it needs some explaining to make sure you fully understand what's going on. And again, yeah, red is like the hardest. Green should be pretty simple, self-explanatory. Maybe not that easy, but it's at least nice and simple. There's not too much confusion that should be done with it. Kills while ADS, headshot kills. Get 3 kills with 1 mag 10 times. Pretty simple. I heard that it can be kind of bugged where if you get 2 kills and still don't reload and then die and get 1 more kill, it counts. I don't know. I didn't actually check that. I'm not too sure if that's completely true or false. But either way, we're going to go through the basic camo challenges first and, you know, tips and tricks that I have to use them. One thing I did want to point out is the when it comes to the burst guns, the burst ARs, the FR556 and the DG58. I personally think the DG58 is the best gun in the game. I think it is hands down the absolute best weapon. I recommend you do the FR556 first. Do that first and then use the DG58. I used the FR and I was like, damn, this thing's kind of nice. Yo, this gun's pretty good. Then I used the DG and I was like, yo, this is it. This is the best gun. I know Stellar started with the DG and then switched the FR and he's like, yeah, the FR is kind of buns now. If you use the FR first, it'll make the DG seem even better. Use the DG first, it makes the FR seem like trash. Just a little tip trick I tried. I also recommend the DG should be getting nerfed. DG and maybe even the Holger should be getting nerfed pretty quickly. So I recommend you use those ASAP, level them up quickly before they get nerfed. In the polar opposite of that, we've got these guns, the worst guns, the guns I think that are the absolute worst in the game. Sidewinder battle rifle, the RGL grenade launcher, Renetti pistol, the MCW marksman rifle, DG58 LMG, Riveter shotgun. Striker is probably the worst sub, and then the SVA 45 assault rifle. But the absolute worst of the worst, I would say RGL, Sidewinder, in order. RGL is the worst. Sidewinder is the next worst. The Riveter shotgun's the next. Renetti's the next. SVA is the next. If you are focusing, if you want to figure out what to use your double weapon XP on like the worst guns possible, that should be like your order that I recommend you going. Those guns are definitely the worst of the worst, and you want to spend as little time as possible using them. Good thing about the RGL, you only have to get it to level 4, and if you use the tank tip, you can do that in 1 game. You can do that easily in 1 game, if not, you know, 2 or 3. That's not going to be too long, but you don't want to be using that gun too much, and you don't want to have to run around and go for kills with it. You want to minimize the amount of time you have to spend using this annoying launcher. Yeah, we got some common questions. Some common questions. Questions that were asked a lot during the camo grind. We got brought up right here. There's the point I just made. Do the FR before the DG when you do burst guns. How do you get 2 tacticals? So the entire time I was running around with the engineer vest. You notice how not only does it say something in the description of what it does, but also changes your guns down low and your perks. So the engineer vest allowed me to run around with a gear and a 2 gear, no lethal, and an extra tactical. So I was doing that. I was running around with, even though EOD is supposedly bugged right now, we don't think EOD works against frag grenades because they just one-hit you no matter what, pretty much. So I was running tac mask because everybody's running stuns, and I was running the mag holster to reload faster. That was my big class setup thing. I ran the quick grip gloves and lightweight boots on everything. And again, I was running decoys, so I had 3 decoy grenades on my class the entire time. But yeah, that was the big thing. How do you get extra tacticals? Run the engineer vest. That's what I use for majority of the grind. Easiest way to do the launcher, we kind of explained that already. Best mode to level up your guns. War is the attachment the same way to level up your attachments as MW2. When it comes to attachments, if you max level all your guns in MW2, you can use all of those attachments in MW3. I was running around a good chunk of the time. I was using the Cronin Mini Pro, the same sight that I used in MW2. I was running around with the VLK laser, the same laser that I use on all my SMGs in all of MW2. So you can use very similar attachments, plus they added new ones. They've got barrel-specific attachments, and all those work, thankfully, in this game. Level up Striker, you unlock Striker attachments. You want a Striker attachment, level up the Striker, with the exception of the Armory challenges. The Armory challenges are where you got some slight difference in it. I'll explain that in a little bit later. Yeah, we already explained the war map. Wallbangs explained that. Do decoys count towards enemy affected by tacticals? They do not. When you are going for the SMG challenge, get 15 kills while enemy is affected by tactical grenades. Decoy grenades do not count for that. I was just running around with stuns. I was just running around with stuns, stunning a guy, killing him. That's all there was to it. Your stinger is only level 14. Is this okay? Yes. For some reason, my stinger as well. For some reason, my stinger is also only level 14. As you can see right there, I have the final camo, so that's completely fine. I'm assuming it's just a visual bug and it shows at level 14 when it's actually max level. Explain the launcher, even though that's been asked. Yeah, explain the launcher, explain wall bangs again. That's just how common of a question that was. Yep, wall bangs, explain that one. What is tac stance? So a lot of people were asking that. A lot of people were asking, what is tac stance? How do I get tac stance kills? I did not know that this was not a very common knowledge right here. Tactical stance. You can change this in settings. There's a setting to change. I don't know which one it is. Tactical stance activation. You can change what button you press to do it. You can also turn it off. Even if you turn it off, you are still going to do it when you slide. That's just the automatic thing that happens if you aim down sights when you slide. If you try and aim down sight too soon, no matter what. But if you aim down sights and press down on the D-pad, that activates your tac stance. Run around, kill people like this. Realistically, I don't see any use for this outside of shotguns. It is useful on shotguns, but besides that, I don't see any reason to be using this besides going for this challenge. It is not very useful at all. It's a little hybrid between aim down sights and hip fire. This is the hip fire spread, tac stance spread, aim down sight spread. Obviously, just aim, shoot straight. So I don't really like it outside of challenges or shotguns. Tac stance kills, super duper easy to get though once you figure that out. I did hear about a bug that tac stance kills were not counting for some people. I didn't experience that the entire grind. If that happens to you, I have no idea why. I have no idea what to tell you or how to help you fix that. Again, didn't happen to me at all. Okay, yeah. So something I've heard a lot of people say when they're trying to go for tac stance kills, they're trying to slide and do this. They're trying to get all their kills while sliding and aiming because they thought that's what they were supposed to do. A lot of people don't know that you aim down sights, down on the D-pad, that's your tac stance. Look in the bottom right, whatever that button says, like right underneath your gun, that's what you're supposed to be doing. You want your gun to be tilted sideways like a gangster. Real tactical and stuff. Again, all right. On to the camo challenges for different guns. So yeah, that is your tactical stance challenge right there. That 25 kills of tactical stance. That's all you have to do. Really not that hard. The one big tip I can tell you though is if you go into your creative class, you want to put attachments on your gun. Notice the cons on this attachment that I have on. Hip fire and tac stance spread is a con. That makes it worse for using your tactical stance. You want to have your gun with attachments on it that say hip fire and tac stance spread as a pro. The better, the more accurate your hip fire and tac stance spread is, the more easy it is going to be to get some of these kills. So if you build your entire gun for tac stance spread, it is almost like aim down sights and you strafe really fast. That's the only real tip I can give you for that. A lot of people, myself included at the start, were just going to try and just force it, just take whatever build I was using and just tac stance with it. You can make it way, way, way easier by building your gun for tac stance. 50 kills while full auto, that's self-explanatory. A magnification scope. Get 10 kills with a magnification scope. I did not test this with every single sight in the game, but all I did the entire time. Slate reflector, Cronin Mini Pro. Those were the two sights that I used whenever I put a sight on a gun. That counted. Every single time I did a challenge, that counted. A regular red dot counts as a magnification scope. I don't know if a regular like ACOG sight works or if that's just if the scope counts as a red dot, but a regular red dot should work for your magnification scope challenges. So again, with the hip fire kills, same concept, kind of same little quick concept as the tactical stance kills. Hip fire kills, build your gun. It'll make it way easier if you build your gun for hip fire spread. If you want to run around and just do that, super duper simple. Crouching and sliding, self-explanatory. Kill 15 enemies while affected by your tactical grenade. Decoy grenades do not work. I know we're all really smart. If you thought that try decoy grenades, we are all really, really smart for that. Unfortunately, does not count. I was really hoping it would. I just did this with stuns. Bonus points. Run around with the engineer vest. That gives you 2 stuns. Running around the engineer vest gives you an extra tactical. I strongly recommend you do that. That gives you 2 chances to get a kill while stunned in a game. I just kind of... it was very easy. Wait in the corner, wait for somebody to run by you, throw a stun at them, kill them. Super duper simple challenge. Unfortunately, again, decoys do not count. Hip fire kills, kills while ADS double kills. Those shotguns should be all pretty easy. Penetration kills. Well, yeah, I already went through that, but for anybody who missed it, or just to reiterate again, war mode, right here. This fucking truck, this is your blessing. If you're on defense, you're on defense, let them capture that objective so they're more heavily spawning on the right side. This truck right here, bang, bang, bang. Indestructible glass, doesn't break. You're shooting through a wall. Bullets do pretty much full damage. That's your spot. Shout out again to Stellar Moves. He's the one who showed this. He's the one this is something he showed me instead of the other way around for once. So W, you can also, this is way more beneficial with the sniper than it is with the LMGs. You can shoot through this. You can shoot through this, but like that, it gets hard to see after a while. So this is like your God spot right here. This is your God spot. They funnel through this very heavily. This is one of the most unique challenges in the game right here. Get 2 kills without releasing the trigger 10 times on the LMG. So you're talking 100 round mags. I would put on, again, the biggest mag attachment on these to make it as easy as possible. You get 1 kill normally, and you just keep shooting. You gotta just keep shooting. It makes it easy if there's 2 people on your screen when you start shooting. But yeah, one thing I would try not to do with this challenge is don't pre-fire a lane, because chances are they're not gonna, if they see bullets flying by, chances are they're not gonna just run into those bullets. What I did was I pre-fired the corner right next to where they would peek. And then the second they peek, then I would actually shoot them. But I'm already shooting, so that kind of removes that little slight delay. It's the same as just me snapping on them and starting shooting, but they hear that shooting, so they're more enticed to peek around the corner and be like, oh, I wonder what this is. Is this a free kill? Bam, bang, then you kill them. That was kind of the only tip I could give, trick for that challenge. I think you only have to do it 10 times with each LMG. It's a goofy challenge. It's fun. Stellar complained about it the entire time. He said it was obnoxious, but I thought it was hilarious. A fun challenge to actually do. No, these are the marksman rifles. 10 kills while using a laser. Super simple, super easy, super self-explanatory. 10 kills while focused down sights with the sniper. Super simple, super easy. 10 kills without the enemy damaging you. Easy. That's with pistols. 10 enemies by hitting them with a direct impact. So one thing that I found was pretty simple in this is if you could find like a doorway. If you could find a very narrow doorway to stare at where they don't have to move side to side. Again, this challenge sucks. All the grenade launcher challenges, they all suck. Unfortunately, it's one of the easier ones. 10 kills by hitting them with a direct impact. Yeah, whatever you can do to... It helps too if you sit in a corner and let somebody run past you and then just shoot them in the back when they stop moving. That's another thing you can do. I feel like that challenge is like, it's not that difficult to where you need to be guided on how to do it, but it is also a hard one. And then the melees, 10 kills on operators affected by your tactical, same thing. I was running stuns. Some people said you could run gases since they run longer. I didn't try that. I didn't like gases. I was perfectly fine with stuns. Didn't want to stop using them. On to the Forge challenges, the platinum of this game. Get 25 multi-kills. This is with the SVA assault rifle, 25 multi-kills. So a lot of people ask, what is a multi-kill? What counts as a multi-kill? Isn't that like 4? Isn't a multi-kill like 4 kills at once? 25 is a lot. How are they expected to do that? No. I'm pretty sure a multi-kill is any multiple of kills. Anything that's more than 1. 2 multi-kill. 3 multi-kill. 4 multi-kill. If you pop a 5-piece, you pop a 6-piece, that's a multi-kill. I think that one eliminates some confusion because with some guns, if the challenge is to get a double kill, I don't think a triple kill counts. I think to get a double kill, you have to get a 2-piece. That's it. You have to stop at 2, wait, get 2 more, wait. So I think the multi-kill is, if anything, easier because if you get a 3 or a 4-piece, that still counts. So again, this challenge is really not that hard. 2-piece, wait, 2-piece, wait, 2-piece. Super simple, super easy. 10 kills while moving in tac stance. It's pretty self-explanatory. 10 kills with an underbarrel. I was told any underbarrel attachment on your gun. Go to your creative class, bang, any underbarrel attachment. Anything here. I thought at first that you would have to go and use an underbarrel attachment. You'd have to get the kill with the grenade launcher or with the underbarrel shotgun. Nope, didn't do that. I got all my kills just as long as you have an underbarrel on your gun. That's all you have to do. Super simple, super easy. 3 kills without dying 10 times. That's normal. ADSing and strafing. So one point I wanted to make here with strafing. Come back to that. Strafing is different from moving. Strafing is different from moving. Strafing is side to side. Moving is just moving in any direction. With strafing, you have to be moving side to side. So just keep that in mind. FR556, get 21 burst kills. You can do this in regular. You can do this in normal core. I would recommend you do this in hardcore. I went to hardcore for this. Bam, just 20 kills. Every kill is going to be a 1 burst. Super simple, super easy for the FR. Now we're on the BAS B, the battle rifles. Get 10 multi-kills. Same thing. Any multiple of kills works. 25 one-shot 1 kills. Easy challenge. I would recommend you go into hardcore for it. I don't even think this thing can one-shot in regular. I'm pretty sure you have to go to hardcore for one-shot 1 kills, but then 25 kills in hardcore. That's not that difficult. This challenge right here, 25 kills while aimed down sights and fully loaded. A lot of people are asking what fully loaded means. So in my experience with testing this, more so with one of the sniper rifles. I think a sniper rifle had this challenge too. Yeah, so a sniper rifle had this challenge too. The longbow, get 25 kills while ADS and fully loaded. So my experience with this challenge was when I used the longbow, I went to the vest that gives you max ammo, the gunner vest. I made sure I used the gunner vest on this one. I had max ammo, and when I used the sniper, I did not reload. I missed my first shot. So I tested this with one life. I missed my first shot with the sniper. I didn't reload, and then I got 3 kills, and that was it. That was all I got for that entire game. All 3 of those kills counted. So I'm pretty sure for the ADS and fully loaded challenge, I'm pretty sure you need to have maximum ammo in your reserves. When you're in a game, you have, like in the firing range, it says in the bottom 999. In a game, you have whatever the maximum amount of ammo is for a gun, 200 usually, something like that. So you want to have that. You want to have maximum reserve ammo. So one other thing I recommend you would do, is for the sniper, it's pretty easy. For the sniper, you just don't reload. You get 30 shots of a gun that can kill in 1 bullet. Sniper's fine and easy. But for the battle rifle, you want the infantry vest, and you also want to run the scavenger gloves. Resupply ammo. So kill a guy, and if you do need to reload, then run over his body, pick up the scavenger. You also want to have muni. You basically just want to make sure you constantly have maximum ammo in your reserves. You can also, again, if you want to reload as little as possible, you can do this in hardcore. I did not do it in hardcore. I just used scavenger and played regular and just reloaded as little as possible. Submachine guns. 3 kills without dying, pretty easy. Hip fire kills affected by tactical. One point I want to make here, I'm pretty sure tac stance, if you try doing tac stance kills while for hip fire, I'm pretty sure tac stance does not count. That was a common question. Shortly after ADS, easy. Magnification scope, we know what that is now. That's easy. 15 long shot kills. 15 long shot kills on the Striker 9 SMG. You can try doing this in regular. I would not. I tried it one time. I shot at one guy from long range. I looked like an absolute idiot. Went straight to hardcore. I don't recommend you try it in core. Go straight to hardcore. 15 long shot kills. It's with an SMG, so you don't have to be that far away. It's not that hard. What's good? What's next? 1 shot, 1 kills while ADS with a shotgun. That's not too hard. 3 hip fire kills with 1 mag. So the shotgun, the Haymaker, does have a 20 round drum, and it doesn't take that many shots to kill with this thing. So I would throw the 20 round drum on. 3 hip fire kills, not that hard. But yeah, definitely use the 20 round drum on it. 25 multi kills. We know what multi kills are now. This LMGs, the 2 LMGs. This is a good point to make right here. So 25 kills while aimed down sights and strafing. 25 kills while aimed down sights and moving. I had the question myself of what's the difference between these two. Again, strafing, side to side movement, moving anywhere. You can move in a circle. You can move forwards, backwards. As long as you're moving, that counts. Strafing, you have to be emphasis on the side to side, moving in one direction. One direction, left or right. Suppressed headshot kills, easy. Throw a suppressor on your gun. Marksman rifles. 3 kills with 1 mag. Just throw the biggest mag on. Tac stance, easy. Back to the sniper penetration kills. I've showed you all those spots and everything. 25 kills while ADS and fully loaded. Same thing with the sniper. The sniper, it's a little bit easier. I did a majority of the sniper after I figured that out. I did that in war. Just don't reload the gun. Don't reload the gun. You have 30 bullets. Each one can kill in 1 shot if you aim high enough. Throw a muni on. If you need to reload, throw the muni down, pick it up, bam, back to fully loaded again. 15 kills on injured enemies. This one right here, I forgot about this one. So 15 kills on injured enemies with the Core 45 pistol. This challenge was super, super easy. Basically, this is the opposite of getting a 1-shot kill. This challenge is the opposite of a 1-shot kill. Don't play hardcore. Pistols are very, very easy to use in hardcore because the sprint to fire speed is so fast and they usually kill in 1 shot. 15 kills on an injured enemy. If you're shooting an enemy and you hurt him, he's injured. As long as he does not die in 1 bullet, he's injured. It sounds more confusing and difficult than it is. I just played core regularly. I got 15 kills. Bam, problem solved. Very, 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 very easy challenge to do there. Long shot kills with the Renetti. Another thing. Renetti long shot kills. I went to hardcore for this. Made it way easier. One shot, one kills with the Magnum pistol. So there's two different ways you can do this. One, it just kills in one shot. If you're close range enough, it'll one shot without a headshot. You can do that. Or another way, put the snake shots on. Either a single snake shot or a Akimbo snake shot. I use the Akimbo snake shots for a while because they were really easy to use. That counts as a one shot, one kill. That pistol should not be that difficult for you to use. It's not the best. It does have that open bolt delay kind of when you press the trigger to when it actually shoots. Again, hip fire kills while strafing side to side. That's with the Akimbos. I did the Akimbos with this pistol as well with the Stinger. Hip fire kills while strafing is super easy with Akimbos. And then we got the good old RGL destroy 25 enemy equipment. I've given you all the tips I could on that one. We broke that down a little bit. Good luck. Our next challenge, get 5 kills without dying on the knife. Yeah, that was my main thing, was I kind of would run around the knife. I would go and I would pop it. Don't sit in a corner right away. Do not sit in a corner right away. Even if I got 1 kill, I still wouldn't really think about it. I would go and I would get a 2-piece with a knife. Maybe if I was lucky, a 3-piece. I hit a wild flank. After that, sit in a corner and wait for somebody. You're gonna have to play like a little grease ball. You only have to do it 5 times. I got lucky in the fact that I didn't know this was a challenge. Like, I didn't know that I had the knife gold yet. I didn't even realize that my knife was gold. And I thought I was still working on the gold knife challenge. And when I finished the game, I already had 2 out of 5 done. So I got super lucky. This challenge might be bugged. It might be counting something easier than it's meant to. That's fine with me. I'm okay with that. That challenge was not as hard for me as I thought it would be. And then 20 kills out the enemy damaging you. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. Gotta hit some flanks with that. And then on to the priceless challenge. On to the priceless challenges for each gun, baby. The beautiful, sexy. Most of these were pretty simple. Most of these were pretty simple, not too difficult, fun, easy to do, dare I say. You know, we're just gonna start from the bottom. 10 kills from behind, again, very easy. 15 revenge kills. So really all I did for this one, I let somebody kill me. I'd die, somebody would kill me. Note their skin and their name. No, and you gotta, this is easy to do if you're really smart and attentive and notice details and stuff. Note what skin they're rocking, note their name, find that guy. Find that motherfucker your next life. Don't even bother getting any unnecessary kills that you don't have to until you find that guy again and then kill him. That's the easiest and quickest way to get the revenge kills done. It's not that hard. You can just run around with a knife and eventually you'll get them without trying. But again, when you die, I think when you die, the revenge moves to another guy. The revenge kill is the most recent person to kill you. I think you can only get 1 per life. So get your revenge kill, die, notice the skin and name of that guy, find him, revenge kill, repeat the process. Pretty simple. 25 double kills with the launcher. This was pain. This was a painful experience. The launcher sucks. Launcher is terrible. Takes 3 shots minimum in core. Double that if they have bomb squad, EOD, whatever that flak jacket perk is. I had to go to hardcore, and even with hardcore, it still took me 4 hours of playing hardcore to do it. Granted, I was at this point I was 24 hours deep in the stream. I was stressed. I wanted to get this. I was like trying to get it finished. So I was a little added stress. The grenade launcher is good in hardcore though. I was like searching for rust. If you aren't as stressed and rushed as me, it's probably not as bad. But again, EOD does go crazy on this grenade launcher in hardcore. One point I'll make is, let's put it this way. When you're doing challenges for this grenade launcher, if you do the grenade launcher again, by the way, when you're doing challenges for the grenade launcher, it sucks. This thing sucks. It's painful. It's hard to use. It's really annoying. When you're done with the challenges with the grenade launcher and you're not ever getting noob-tubed, it's fantastic. We want launchers to suck. Remember that. Always remember that. We want launchers to be bad. Just think about how annoying it is getting RPG'd by somebody with an Orion RPG. Pretty annoying, right? We want launchers to suck. So even though it's really annoying and hard and difficult to do in the camo challenge, just one, you only got to use it for a little bit. Technically, you don't even got to use it and you forget about it. So I'm already done. I'm already done with this launcher. I don't care anymore. Y'all can get as many hit markers on me as you want with the pillow launcher. Pistols, 25 kills by enemies affected by 25 enemies affected by your tactical while using Akimbo. I swear to you, this challenge was not counting. I swear this was like in some way, this was I have way more than 25 before I finally got the challenge finished. I don't know why. I don't know what it was, but so be wary of that. Be conscious that might happen. 20 25 kills using any scope, 25 headshot kills, easy, 10 headshot kills, easy, 5 headshots while moving, easy. Actually, not as easy with the sniper. With the KV inhibitor, it sways a lot. The inhibitor sways a lot before when you start moving, so that's a little bit harder than it needs to be. It's only 5 headshots. It's not that terrible. When you're trying to get the headshot and not get a body shot, you're gonna miss a lot of shots, so it's very frustrating in that aspect. It's only 5, no biggie. 5 kills without dying, not that easy. It's only 3 times. That's not that hard. 3 suppressed headshots might be the easiest challenge of them all. What else? We need marksman rifles. 5 kills without dying 5 times. 15 headshots with iron sights. 15 suppressed clean kills. Again, I don't actually know what a clean kill is. I'm not entirely sure. All I did, put a suppressor, run around, kill people. Eventually the challenge is done. That's all I need to know. Whether that be, I didn't even try to do anything extra for this challenge. It wasn't like it was that difficult. You can just knock this challenge out by putting a suppressor on your gun. 25 extreme magnification kills. Throw an 8+ sight on. One thing I wanted to point out, one thing I think is important, is I'm pretty sure, so I put on this site that said 9 times magnification. I'm pretty sure that if you've got a double, where's the example I used? I think I used this one. I just scrolled, I found the first site that said 8 times on it. I think that if you use one that, like this, if you use this site, for example, you have to make sure you're on the zoomed in one. Because I had some progress, but not as much as I should have. I should have had all, what was it, 25 kills, right? What was it, 25 kills? I had way more than 25 kills in one game, and it didn't count. So I would recommend you pick a site without the hybrid dual optic. I just went with, bam, 8 times, or something that doesn't have 2 options, bam, 9 times, 9.5 times, something like that. That's what I would recommend you do for that one. Again, not a hard challenge at all. 3 kills and 5 kills with 1 mag 10 times. Again, that goes back to that thing I said earlier. Pretty sure that only applies to the first mag of your life. I had multiple spawn trap feeds. I had multiple spawn trap experiences where I was getting 3 kills with 1 mag 20 times in one life, and my challenge was somehow still not done. So it makes perfect sense that it's the first mag of your life. Okay, and then again, we go back to the strafing versus moving. I think it's real cute how they just flip-flop these two challenges. 25 hipfire kills while strafing, while moving. It helps a lot with these LMGs. They're not very good at hip firing. It helps a lot if you build your gun for hip fire, hip fire friendliness, hip fire spread. 5 kills without dying 5 times. This on the shotgun and on that fully auto shotgun, this is the hard one. I would consider this one of the harder challenges in the game. That shotgun sucks. It's not very good. I would recommend you sit in a corner a lot with it. Run around, get some kills, pop a 2-piece, pop maybe a 3-piece even if you're lucky, and then sit in the corner, wait, play like a little rat. Thing is not a good shotgun. Double kills while on tac stance, simple. 5 hip fires kills while moving. This is the easiest challenge. This is the easiest priceless challenge right here. Lockwood shotgun, 5 hip fire kills while moving. Easiest thing. I made sure I did that one right away. SMGs, get 15 headshots while moving. Easy. Suppress double kills. Easy. Suppress headshots. Easy. Kills while being out of the enemy's line of sight. Super easy. Akimbo double kills. Easy. 5 kills without dying. Easy. Simple. Battle rifles. 15 semi-auto headshots with a magnification scope. They're having you do the most. This gun comes default fully auto. Make sure you press left on your D-pad or whatever button that is for you to change the gun to semi-auto. It doesn't work if you have it on fully auto and just tap it. You have to make sure you change the firing mode to semi-auto. 25 long shot kills with the Sidewinder. Somehow, some way, this was the very final challenge that I had to do for Interstellar. Go figure. Throwback. Shout out to MW3 and getting 1,000 long shot kills. This was still the last thing I had to do. 25 suppressed clean kills again. What else we got? And then we got ARs, headshots with a scope, 10 burst kills. I don't know if that means 1 burst kills or don't use the DG on semi-auto mode because you can switch it. Pretty sure this just means use it on burst fire. That's super simple and easy. You didn't have to do anything. Didn't have to play hardcore for that one. That gun's really good, so it's really easy to do. 5 kills without dying. That was easy. 15 long shot kills while mounted. Not that hard. You just got to find a lane, put a deployable cover down to mount. Get 10 enemies affected by tactical while in tac stance. Easy. And 15 headshots with a magnification scope. Bada bing, bada boom. You do that on every single gun in the game, and you have all 36 priceless camos you need to unlock that beautiful, ever so sexy and amazing Interstellar camo. Woo! Really good! said, it took me 75 hours to get this done, 75 hours in real life time to get it. I spent 8 of those hours asleep. We streamed for 44 hours playing nonstop, almost strictly war the entire time. Slept for 8 hours, played for another 30 hours or however many that is. 20 hours, whatever. Math is really hard. Played for that, got that. So it takes you about 70-ish hours of gameplay with almost constant double XP, fast-paced, high-quality gameplay, you know, getting a lot of kills, not missing a lot of bullets, not dying too much. That's about as quickly as you could potentially get it done, is about 70 hours of gameplay. So use that to kind of guide your expectations for how long it should take you. Anything else? I tried my hardest. This video took me like 4 hours to record. If you notice the timestamps throughout the video, it took me forever to record. I tried to answer every single question anybody could possibly have about anything. I tried to make this as simple, as straightforward as possible. If you have any other questions, make sure you comment, let me know. Any suggestions for other people, let me know, and I will let them know that you said that this is a good idea. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, bada bow. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on all other platforms: YouTube, Twitch, Kick, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all the above. Reidboyy with 2 Y's, maybe Reidboyy24, that's on Twitter. Yeah, come to the stream. Don't forget to check out the stream if you ever want to see some of this Prime content live and see that I do not actually get in bot lobbies 24/7 like all the cran eaters on Twitter think I do. I do spend a lot of time in sweat lobbies or backing out of sweat lobbies so I don't have to play those. What's JGOD's outro? And as the GOAT always says, thank you, and as always, have a good day. See you next time. Have a good day.